What's up, y'all? It's Phil, and it's time for another update. I've been thinking about not calling these updates because I'm not really updating on the business anymore. I'm just kind of showing the projects that I'm doing, and that's just the natural evolution of something like a YouTube channel and creating content, but we'll see. Things are a little nuts around here. I've been doing projects on projects on projects. A couple weeks ago, I was doing 3 projects at one time, finished those up and started this other big project, and now that project is taking so long, I just started and got it to the same level of completion, and I'm going to start another one today. So I will once again have 3 projects going at the same time, which is kind of nuts. Since it's still only me and the dog at this point, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to speed up my schedule at all, but hopefully that'll, change here in the near future. I'm trying to hire somebody with summer coming up. I got some high schoolers that might be looking for work. I have a rooster now, so that's going to be fun for filming these videos. But hopefully I can bring somebody else on and kind of speed up all of this stuff. So we'll see how that goes. So this project is pretty cool, and I know that because I've done it many times in this neighborhood. I'm over at the Lad Park neighborhood here in Franklin, and if you've seen some of my previous updates, you've probably seen some of these projects, including the one that started this whole fireplace renaissance like 2 years ago. I had a client who no one would actually do the work for her. Some just didn't speak good enough English and couldn't communicate. Not their fault, not her fault, they just couldn't. Some of them just didn't want to do it because it seemed too complicated. What it comes down to is there's a weird mantle that goes around these fireplaces, and then the bricks kind of come down, cut in, come down, cut in, come down, and then they go straight. So it's really hard to just kind of build the bookshelves right up against that. So I came up with a really cool idea of splitting the bottommost shelf so that there is room for all of that weirdness and the mantle to fit between the countertop and the shelf. What's really cool about this one is that this client lives next door to the first client that ever had me do this fireplace build in this model of home, and they are her in-laws. So I'm literally starting here 2 years ago. I do like 7 different versions of this same fireplace and built-in all over this same neighborhood, and now I'm coming back to do this fireplace next door. So it's pretty neat. So now it's time to go grab some materials and get started on this project. It is a beautiful overcast day, which is great because it was 92 yesterday, and that's just unbearable for doing this kind of outdoor work. So fingers crossed it actually stays nice and cool. Let's get to work. like that, y'all, I am done. This project turned out amazing, which I always say, because they are always amazing, in my opinion. In all seriousness though, I really like the way this one turned out, and it's kind of a relief that it finished today because I am more than a week behind on all of my projects, but that's just how it happens. And a little peek behind the curtain here, this is my third project of 3 that were all on top of each other, and I hate doing it that way. I hated doing it when I was doing dining tables that way, but that was the only way to really make any money. And I really, really hate doing it this way because then I wind up with 36 cabinet doors in my finish room, getting the paint ruined on every other one, and it's a nightmare. So I'm glad to have it over and done with and be starting a new project tomorrow. I was actually supposed to be starting tomorrow's project today, but instead I'm going to be doing it tomorrow because they were not available this afternoon for me to come by and get started on their project. Which is fine because doing these 3 projects together, I've got a lot more that needs to be done. I've got 2 doors that were warped on one of the projects that need to be warrantied. I've got a little bit of touch up that I'm having somebody finish up at one of my other projects. So even though I just finished the 3rd of all 3 of these projects, the other 2 of them still aren't technically done yet. So I've got a lot of crap to do. It'd be really nice to just tie up those loose ends and be done before starting my next project and the project after that. But with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all check out these beauty shots. Now if you thought those looked nice, here's what's really cool. The next door neighbor of this client has the exact same fireplace, and I was there 2 years ago. Her fireplace is actually the first version of this that I've done, and I've done 7 in this neighborhood since. So check this out. It was really refreshing to see one of my builds holding up and in beautiful condition after 2 years. I mean, it still looks like the day it was finished. So it's really awesome. These 2 next door neighbors and family members have the exact same fireplace, pretty much, a couple tweaks here and there on the newer one that were different from the first, but you know, all the rest of the fireplaces I've done in the neighborhood have had some variation, whether it's size, floating shelves, subwoofer boxes, things like that. So lots of different options, but it's really cool and I really love working in this neighborhood. But with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I've got that stuff to work on. I also think I'm gonna actually clean up my shop for once. I say that in like every video, but I never actually do it. So this time I'm gonna really clean up the shop, go to the junkyard, do all that junk. So if you'd like, you can find me on social media. I am at PMK Woodworking across everything. So my Instagram, which I just crossed over 1,000 subscribers, my Facebook, which I have no idea where I'm at. I think I'm at like 1,600 or something like that. So definitely check me out on there. Hit me up if you have any questions or looking for advice, or you want to be featured. If you do one of my projects, or if you just make some really cool stuff and maybe you've used some of my techniques or something you've learned from my channel, hit me up, let me know, shoot me a DM. I will be more than happy to feature you because I love featuring people and just kind of showing off what other people are doing as well. If you'd like to support the channel, the only way to do it right now is by clicking on some of those ads around the videos, or by going to my Amazon storefront, or clicking on any of the affiliate links below. If there are particular tools or anything that you like, or if you see a project that you're like, man, I want to know where he got that, head over to my Amazon store. The link is in the description, and that's going to have a photo of the project, and you can actually click on different items that I used in that project. It'll take you directly to an Amazon link. When you purchase something there, I get some of the profits from that, which is great because it helps support this channel. So definitely get out there and use that Amazon store, do some shopping, check out some of the advice and some of the tools that I recommend. Even if I don't personally own them, I probably want them, so go check them out. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. We'll catch you next time. And yes, I will say it again, don't comment on my mini bun. I don't like it either, but, you know, COVID hair and all that jazz. Bye.